Getting your hands on that crypto for the first time can be a daunting process at the best of times. However, things are certainly tougher if you're a US citizen. That's because the United States has got some of the strictest financial regulation on the planet. All this has meant that most crypto exchanges haven't exactly jumped through all the hoops to be US compliant. So, where do you start? Well, you'll need to find yourself a top US-friendly cryptocurrency exchange. But which one is best? My name is Guy, and in this video I'll be comparing the top 2 US exchanges side by side. That would be Binance US and Coinbase Pro. I'll also go over the pros and cons of each to help you pick the right exchange for you. Now, before I get going, there are a few quick things I need to say. Don't let my fancy do fool you. I am no financial advisor. Sorry to disappoint. So, be sure to consult your real financial advisor before making any hasty moves. Also, if you found my YouTube channel for the first time, then welcome to the Bureau. I'm constantly working around the clock to bring you these crypto videos, which cover everything you need to know. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, then make sure you smash that subscribe button and flick on those notifications. Do that and the overlords at YouTube will let you know whenever I release another video. Alright, let's get going. To get things started, I'm going to give you a brief overview of both these exchanges. If you want to skip ahead to the comparison section, then feel free to jump around using the timestamps I've provided right here. So, who are these Coinbase Pro chaps? Well, it's an advanced crypto trading platform operated by Coinbase, of all people. Indeed, the platform was one of the first ever crypto exchanges, having opened their doors to traders back in 2013. Since then, this San Francisco-based company has acquired more than 35 million users, processed $220 billion in trading volume, and brought crypto trading to over 100 countries. Oh yeah, they've also been entrusted with safeguarding $7 billion in crypto assets by financial institutions. Oh, and by the way, if you happen to come across any resources that mention GDAX, that was what Coinbase Pro used to be called till a rebranding back in 2018. So just be aware of that. Now, I want to move on to telling you a bit more about Binance US. The first thing to know is that Binance US is not the same as Binance.com. They are two completely separate websites and exchanges. It is true that Binance US is powered by the same matching engines and wallet technologies used by Binance.com. However, the range of cryptocurrencies and the liquidity on offer for specific trading pairs are completely separate from the regular Binance exchange. So, who is behind the US arm of Binance? Well, that would be BAM Trading Services, who are based in San Francisco as well. Now, honestly folks, I've not been able to find out too much information about this company, and that's not for want of trying. BAM Trading Services literally has 12 tweets on their official Twitter account, and they haven't tweeted anything since September 2019. Their Medium account only has 2 posts, and no new blog posts have been posted since mid-2019. I've also been unable to locate an official website for BAM Trading Services as well. What I have discovered is that 3 people have been appointed to the position of governor for the company. That includes Catherine Coley, who acts as CEO, CZ, the legendary founder of Binance, and Wei Zhu, who turns out to be Binance's CFO. On the off chance that you didn't know who Binance was, well, they operate the world's largest crypto exchange and one of the most dominant companies in the space, thanks to acquisitions like CoinMarketCap for a cool $400 million. So, now that you have that overview of these top 2 US exchanges, the first and most important thing you should no doubt be asking yourself is, are they safe? Let's start with Coinbase Pro. This exchange basically uses the same security protocols and procedures as Coinbase. This means that any trader here is benefiting from those same systems and processes that have been developed and refined over several years. But that's not all. Coinbase Pro also has a cold storage policy where they hold 98% of user funds in offline wallets, basically wallets that are not connected to the internet. Now, that seems to be pretty solid security if you ask me, but the guys at Coinbase went even further. Essentially, The private keys for that crypto are encrypted on super secure USB devices or are recorded on paper backups and then stored in safe deposit boxes around the world. That means that any hacker is going to have a very, very tough time breaking into fork Coinbase. First, they need to somehow find out which safe deposit boxes Coinbase are using, then break in and hope they don't get caught. I honestly think it would be way easier to just rob a bank. Another thing to note is that Coinbase has entered the crypto asset custody game for institutions and high net worth individuals. All that is done through Coinbase Custody, and there's currently over $7 billion being stored here. So, if Coinbase's security is good enough for these guys, then chances are it's more than good enough for me and you. If you think you'll be holding a US dollar balance on Coinbase Pro, then you're going to benefit from FDIC insurance. This is the same type of insurance that banks use to protect their customers. In a nutshell, Coinbase Pro customers with balances below $250,000 are federally insured by the US government, provided that you're a US citizen. Even if Coinbase went bankrupt, traders holding US dollar balances would still be covered up to a cool $250,000. A word of warning with this FDIC insurance, it covers US dollar balances only and doesn't cover any crypto assets. So just be aware of that. At Binance US dollar balances are also covered by FDIC insurance. So if you're a US citizen and plan on holding those dollars on Binance to get that perfect entry point, then you can rest easy. When it comes to coin safety, Binance US uses all the safety precautions used at Binance. You can be sure that they'll be using best practices when it comes to cold storage, multi-signature wallets, tiered access, and enhanced cybersecurity detection mechanisms. It is true that Binance got hacked in 2019, and that resulted in 7,000 Bitcoin being withdrawn from the exchange. That represented about 2% of Binance's Bitcoin holdings and only impacted Binance's hot wallet. We can infer from this incident that around 98% of user funds are held in cold storage, so around the same percentage as Coinbase Pro. All hacked funds were returned to users by tapping into that legendary SAFU fund. Let's not forget that this hack happened due to an advanced phishing scheme. This means that the hackers used details given to them by traders, so it wasn't really a hack of Binance or its internal systems. As a direct result of that phishing scam, Binance ported over anti-phishing tech to further secure user accounts. So if you look at your Binance US dashboard, you'll see the option to enable anti-phishing codes as well as a host of other security tools. Of course, you have standard two-factor authentication as well as address whitelisting to help ensure that nefarious actors don't get hold of your crypto. Now, speaking about holding crypto, that smoothly transitions me onto which cryptocurrencies are supported by these two US-friendly exchanges. Now, I'm not going to beat around the bush here. If the crypto that you want to buy isn't listed on an exchange, then it's hardly worth your time creating an account there. Also, I imagine that most people want to keep things simple and just have the one account. Things tend to be a lot simpler using that one-stop shop. Right now, Coinbase Pro supports 31 different cryptocurrencies, and you can see all those right here. For those that don't have eagle eyes or are watching this video on your mobile, you might want to check out that list using the link that I've provided in the description below. Binance US, on the other hand, supports trading for 41 different cryptos. So what that all means is that if you're an adventurous type looking to dabble in a few of the more exotic cryptocurrencies, then Binance US might just be the exchange for you. For those interested in seeing exactly what cryptos are available on both exchanges, then be sure to use the links that I've provided in the description below. Yes, the cryptocurrencies available on an exchange are super important. However, that counts for nothing if the deposit method you want to use isn't supported. So what are your fiat deposit options at these top two US exchanges? Over at Binance US, you can use that debit card, use a domestic wire transfer, or deposit using ACH. When it comes to Coinbase Pro, you'll have to first deposit on Coinbase and then transfer the funds over to the Pro platform. At Coinbase, you have access to ACH and wire transfer deposits. However, you can use your debit card to buy crypto on Coinbase Direct, and PayPal is available for withdrawals only. Oh yes, needless to say, both exchanges support crypto deposits as well. That brings me onto the topic of which states are supported by these exchanges. When it comes to Coinbase Pro, I'm afraid that those based in Hawaii are not going to be able to use the exchange. Sorry folks, but Hey, at least you still live in Hawaii, right? If you're living in any other state, then you'll be good to go with this exchange. When it comes to Binance US, things are a little more restrictive, with 13 states being blocked, and you can see those right here. So, if you're based in any of these states and want to weigh up your options with a Coinbase Pro alternative, then I recommend looking at Gemini. Also, this exchange will soon be saying aloha to customers from Hawaii too. If you want to find out more about Gemini, then why not watch my video right here. Now, this bit is not a sexy topic. However, exchange fees are a subject that are often overlooked and can really harm your bottom line in the long run. The three major types of fees on a crypto exchange are deposit, withdrawal, and trading fees. Let's look at those first two, shall we? With Coinbase Pro, crypto and ACH deposits and withdrawals are completely free. The downside of that ACH deposit is that it can take 4 to 5 days to hit your Coinbase account. Now that could be pretty damn infuriating if you want to buy that crypto quickly. It turns out that wire transfers are much quicker and take between 1 and 3 days to hit your Coinbase account. The bad news is that you'll need to suck up that $10 deposit fee and $25 withdrawal fee. Sure, that's not very much if you're looking to move tens of thousands of dollars. However, it's prohibitively expensive if you want to make small deposits or want to dollar cost average into crypto. If that's you, then you might want to use that ACH option instead. Now, remember when I said earlier that you could buy crypto directly on Coinbase with a debit card? Well, here's what you need to know. Yes, buying crypto is instant. However, you'll be paying a whopping 3.99% fee for that privilege. So if you're wanting to make a big splash into those crypto waters, then be aware that this deposit method is going to set you back a pretty penny. Yes, if you're going to deposit $10,000 using your debit card, it really will cost you around $400 in fees. With all that being said, debit card deposits are more viable for those making smaller deposits or those that simply cannot wait days for their deposits to come through. With Binance US, ACH deposit and withdrawals are completely free. Wire transfer deposits are also free, but incur a $15 charge for domestic withdrawals and $35 for international ones. Debit card deposits are charged at 3.4%. So, yeah, it might be a good idea to avoid that method if you're looking to make a pretty big deposit. Basically, the cost for that ACH transfer is the same for either exchange. However, if you want to use a wire transfer or debit card, then Binance US is going to end up slightly cheaper. Oh yes, I nearly forgot about those crypto fees. These are quite important, particularly if you want to diversify into a plethora of different altcoins. The reason why is that it's usually a good idea to store your coins off an exchange in a hardware wallet. That way you protect yourself against that exchange being hacked. If you want to learn more about hardware wallets and why they are the most secure way to store your crypto, then be sure to check out the video right here. Now, back to those withdrawal fees. Basically, if you use Binance US, there is a flat withdrawal fee for every cryptocurrency asset. I was actually surprised at how high these were. For example, the withdrawal fee on Bitcoin is about $6 at current market prices. Withdrawal fees on Tether are $3.50. I've linked to the full deposit and withdrawal schedule below. With Coinbase Pro, there are no crypto withdrawal fees at all. So bear that in mind when weighing up these two exchange options. The last major exchange fee is, of course, that pesky trading fee. Honestly, folks, this can really add up if you're chopping and changing between different cryptocurrencies all the time. With crypto exchanges, there are maker and taker fees. So what the heck does that mean? Well, maker fees are those that are paid when you place an order that makes liquidity. That generally happens when you place a limit order. Taker fees are the ones where you take liquidity from the market and you pay that fee when you place market orders. On Coinbase Pro, you'll be paying a pretty hefty 0.5% in taker and maker fees if you trade less than $10,000 in a 30-day period. Whereas if you opt to trade on Binance US, you'll pay just 0.1% maker or taker fees, and you can further reduce that fee in two ways. One is by trading higher volume, and the other is if you pay for those fees in BNB coin, a sizable 25% discount on this one. That means, at worst, Binance US is going to have a 5 times cheaper trading fee than Coinbase Pro. Anyways, how do they compare when it comes to the registration process? Well, it's darn straightforward at both Coinbase Pro and Binance US. However, there are a few things you should know. With Coinbase Pro, you'll need to create an account at Coinbase first and then log into the Pro platform. Don't worry though, you don't need to create 2 accounts here. Your Coinbase login and password will be exactly the same for your Coinbase Pro account. Before being able to trade, you'll also need to verify your account. That involves submitting a form of ID like your passport and taking a selfie. If that all goes without a hitch, you should be ready to go within minutes. With Binance US, there are 3 steps of verification if you want to deposit and withdraw US dollars. Basic verification is just filling out your name, stating your gender, date of birth, address, and tax ID number. Next, you'll have to upload a bank statement or utility bill as proof of address and upload a copy of your ID. The final step for fiat verification requires you to fill in a few more personal details and take a short questionnaire. Yes, these 3 steps may seem like a lot. However, most people should be able to jump through all 3 hoops in about 10 minutes. I now want to move on to telling you about some of the functionality on these 2 exchanges. Let's start with Binance US. Once you open a market, you'll see a trading panel just like this one here. Now, I know this might look mind-boggling, but don't panic. Instead, just focus on the order form. If you want to take the current market price, just make sure you select the Market tab, type in the amount you want to buy, and click that Buy button. If you want to tell Binance US the price that you want to buy that crypto asset at, you can do so with a limit order. To do that, just click the Limit tab, type in the amount of crypto you want, and choose that price you're happy with. Then confirm that order and it will automatically trigger if the cryptocurrency's price hits your limit price. Oh yes, some of you may be wondering about leverage trading. Right now, margin trading is not available to US customers. However, it does seem that CZ wants to implement this feature into Binance US in the near future. Let's switch over to Coinbase Pro. Once you log into your account, you'll see a trading panel like the one here. The first thing you'll want to do is to move your funds from Coinbase to Coinbase Pro. Just hit the button here, choose the asset you want to deposit, and click that Coinbase.com button to transfer your funds to Coinbase Pro. Next, you'll need to find the market you want to trade. Hit that Select Market button and choose your trading pair. You'll then see the order form on the left side of your screen, and you can place that market or limit order in much the same way as you would do on Binance US. Another thing to know is that margin trading is being rolled out to US customers. However, to trade on leverage, you do need to trade on Coinbase Pro regularly and be residing in one of 23 eligible states. So don't expect to get access to this feature with a brand spanking new account. When choosing the right exchange for you, it's a good idea to consider the quality of customer support. Yes, you hope you'll never have to bother using it. However, there is nothing worse than being left hanging by hopeless support. I've got friends that have ended up holding a broken laptop as a result. Both Binance US and Coinbase Pro use support tickets and get back to you over email. Yes, it is true that Coinbase Pro offers phone support between 6 AM and 6 PM Pacific time. However, the thing to know is that they cannot help with specific account-related questions like orders, transactions, or your account history. So just be aware of that. I can tell you that I've previously had to wait weeks for a response from Coinbase Pro's support. So if that's important to you, you might want to opt for Binance US instead. Both exchanges offer mobile apps for iOS and Android. Pretty handy if you want to trade on the move. For any developers out there, you'll be happy to know that both exchanges offer an API for you to build your own trading algorithms. That's pretty important if you're day trading and want to automate your trading game. If you're not a developer but would still like to automate some of your trading, then there are other alternatives. Both exchanges are supported by popular bot development software like 3Commas and CryptoHopper. I've actually done a video on the 5 best trading bots, and you can check that out right here. Now, I've said a lot of good things about both exchanges, but there are a few things you need to know. Both exchanges have experienced outages in the past. With Coinbase Pro, it seems that these problems often occur whenever there are significant price movements for Bitcoin. However, Binance US has not been immune from outages either. In August, Binance US was down for around 6 hours due to platform malfunctions. So yeah, neither exchange is perfect, and it's really important that you know that. Alright my dears, that is my comparison of Coinbase Pro and Binance US. However, I do want to share a few closing thoughts. Honestly, if you're looking for a top US-friendly exchange, you cannot really go wrong with either option. Ultimately, there is no such thing as the best exchange. The question you should be asking is, what exchange is best for you? One thing that you should know about Coinbase is that if you buy crypto there and do anything with it that Coinbase objects to, then you could have your account shut down. That's why you'll see so many people going nuts about Coinbase on the likes of Reddit. So, what sort of things does Coinbase take issue with? Well, if you intend to do some crypto gambling or even resell those coins on an exchange that doesn't have KYC, then you could have some issues. That's something for you to think about too. Now, this video is getting long, so top marks for hanging in there. I do want to hear your thoughts though. What do you think about Binance US and Coinbase Pro? Do you think there are better US-friendly exchanges out there? Oh yes, if you want to create an exchange account, then you can sign up using the links in the description below. That does help the channel out, and I really appreciate the support. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like this video if you liked it and subscribe if you loved it. I'll be back at you with another crypto video real soon. I hope you liked that video as much as I enjoyed making it. But truth be told, I just couldn't fit everything in that I wanted to. But if you subscribe to my weekly newsletter, then you can get all those tidbits and a whole bunch of other juicy nuggets of wisdom. Keen? It's actually pretty damn simple. All you need to do is ping over your email in the sign up form below. Then you'll just be sent a confirmation link and you are locked and loaded. Oh, and I hate spam more than anyone, so you sure won't be getting any from me. Hope you folks enjoy the next email.